Hey everybody, welcome to the Sports Corner, and in this edition of our video blog, Art Regner's video blog, that is for Fox Sports Detroit, we're going to talk about our big cast, specifically the Lions and the Tigers. First, let's begin with the Detroit Tigers, who dropped a series to the California Angels of Anaheim, or the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, or just the Angels. It was a brutal series for the Tigers as far as hitting-wise. 5 runs in 3 games. In 15 hits total, is not going to get the job done. I don't think anybody was surprised that they were swept. I guess what was surprising about it is 2 of those games were 1-run games, and now I think the Tigers have lost, I think it's 12 to 15 straight 1-run games. Their record in 1-run games is horrible, and as we've been talking about last week, the way I look at it right now is that the Tigers are definitely in trouble. There's 4 games with Chicago. The only saving grace is that the White Sox kind of stink too. Each team seems to be giving the division away to the other, and no one is taking advantage of that. What's killing the Tigers? It's something that we have harped on all season long, and that is the bottom of their lineup. I mean, as long as Jim Leyland insists on playing Danny Wirth, and the Ryan Rayburns of the world, and plus guys like Avila, Peralta, Bosch, Delman Young is hot and cold. Cue ball, Quentin Berry is not playing very well either. Infante has been, again, he has been a little bit inconsistent and up and down, but they do not hit consistent enough in order to, I think, win their division. Guys like Fielder, of course, Cabrera, Austin Jackson, they can't really do it alone. And as we have also talked about and harped on, their starting pitching has been good enough to win. I think those guys are holding up their end of the bargain. So I'm really worried about the Tigers. I didn't expect them to get swept by the Angels. I think this is a big 4-game series against Chicago. But again, I don't think it's a make or break series simply because the White Sox haven't done anything and their schedule is kind of difficult. They play teams in contention. They have to go out, I believe, out west and also play the Tampa Bay Rays. So it'll probably come right down to the end, but lack of hitting and then the way the Tigers perform against the also-rans of their division, Cleveland, Minnesota, and Kansas City, I think really puts them in trouble. As far as the Detroit Lions go, I know it wasn't a pretty victory, and some people are worried about Matthew Stafford, but look, any time the Lions win a football game, it's a good thing. I'm not going to sit there and harp on how it was done as long as it's a W. Matthew Stafford is a very good quarterback. I'm ecstatic that he is wearing the Honolulu blue and silver with black accents. So he came back and he rebounded well from the 3 interceptions. I think it's going to be a tough game in San Francisco, and I would hope that Jim Harbaugh and Coach Schwartz would kind of have a little joke at the end and maybe embrace each other or have a high five or, really do the Cabrera Fielder thing when they meet at the field, after the game on Sunday night, this coming Sunday night. However, I don't expect that to happen because one of them is going to lose and they're very, very competitive men. But getting back to Lions, I wish they would have fun with it, I guess, because neither one of them really seems that they're enjoying themselves out there on the football field as they're coaching, Schwartz and Harbaugh. So, that's my advice to you two guys. I got off on a little tangent there. I didn't mean to. But let's get back to the game. And specifically, I thought the Lions' defense played very, very well. I think you saw how key it is when the defensive line, and I think they had 3 sacks yesterday, is able to dominate at the point of attack. Suddenly that secondary isn't as bad, and they were really good on Steven Jackson and running it, so stopping the run game. So I do think that the Lions' defense showed up. The front 4 is the key to the Lions. It's the key to their season, their defensive line. If those guys hold up their end of the bargain, I think the Lions are a playoff team. I really do. Now, Matthew Stafford. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there another quarterback who was known for big comebacks, last-second comebacks for victories for his team, who also threw maybe ill-advised interceptions, and he did okay? Let's see, who could that be? Brett Favre. I'm not saying Matthew Stafford's Brett Favre. Actually, I think hopefully he's better than Brett Favre. But my point being is that Matthew Stafford is a winner. He's a smart kid, and he knows what he's doing out there. He reacted very, very well, and when the game's on the line, I can't think of very few quarterbacks, okay, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, maybe Eli, but very few. I mean, come on, there's 32 of them, right? That I would rather see. I mean, he has a knack for taking his team back, and no deficit is too large. They did it last season. They did it yesterday against St. Louis. So I'm encouraged by what happened on the field. I thought Stafford's numbers were pretty good, except for his 3 interceptions. And again, it's him being overly aggressive. You've got to give Jeff Fisher and the Rams defense. They disguised their coverage. Finnegan's pick was great. He peeled off the tight end he was covering and stepped in front of it because he knew he was throwing the Megatron. Sometime the opposition makes a good play. So with all that said, Tigers, big trouble. Lions, I'm encouraged, although I do think San Francisco next Sunday night is going to be a tough game. But overall, not a bad weekend. Michigan State's defense has not given up. I know I wasn't going to talk college. Hasn't given up a touchdown. It's going to be a good game against Notre Dame, and Michigan should finally find itself, hopefully, a little bit and gain some confidence by smoking UMass. But all in all, I'm encouraged by what's happened on the gridiron this past weekend. But the Tigers, unless their supporting cast begins to hit, unless this team hits in the clutch, it's going to be rough. Until we meet again, which should be tomorrow, everyone have a safe and pleasant one. I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.